Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Watch Addiction Watch Reviews. Today we're taking a look at a new release from one of my favorite brands, OLTO-8. Now, this brand is coming out with a new release on Kickstarter very soon. I will drop a link and all the info on their website in the description below. This is their new iron series, inspired kind of by a Jeep, and it's pretty cool. There's a few different variations. I have one of the variations, which I'm going to show you today. And this is the box it comes in, the standard green and golden kind of Rolex-style box. Not style, but kind of their, colors. But anyway, so you can see to the best time. Inside you get your warranty card and the watch as well. Nothing too crazy, but let's get into the watch. And there she is, a pretty interesting looking watch. Very nice to see something different. When you kind of see the same dive watch over and over and over and over again, it kind of gets boring, right? But this is something completely different. It's in a square case, and it's inspired by the Jeep. They say right here on their website, the iron features an exclusive multi-layered case made from solid 316L stainless steel, inspired by the Jeep, as you can see from the fog lights here on the four corners, which is pretty cool. It's a very tough, durable watch, just like a Jeep is. And I think it's pretty cool. It's meant for rugged outdoor activities, they say, and it's protected by a hardened steel casing, which is pretty cool. But anyway, it's a solid 316L stainless steel watch, square 46 millimeters in terms of diameter. 47 top to bottom. Those little short lugs come out, adding a millimeter, so you have about 47 top to bottom. But it's a 46 millimeter round square case. But yeah, it's a solid brushed stainless steel. A lot of different stuff going on here. So on this side of the watch, you can see this kind of comes up this lip over here, and it's slightly chamfered and polished over here around the edges. Over here, you get your crown guards, which is pretty cool. You get a signed sandblasted crown with their logo. Short lugs, as you can see here, 22 millimeters. And flipping to the other side of the watch, it is signed with their logo OLTO-8. So this is kind of sandblasted over here, then it's brushed on the smooth bezel. It does also include a sapphire crystal as well, which is very nice. The dial is very interesting. I'm going to get you in a little closer here so you can see. It kind of has that X going through it, which is pretty interesting. And then you get a running seconds, which shows through the little circle. If I can get in here. Look at that. It runs through the little circle, so no issue setting the seconds. You can definitely set it precisely on this Japanese Miyota movement. OLTO-8 over there. You get kind of a blue outline on the actual markers, which is actually placed on top of this portion of the dial. It's a semi-skeletonized dial, kind of smoky, so you can see the inner workings of the balance wheel going off there, which is pretty cool. But overall, has a nice weight to it, has a nice feel to it. It's very well made, as usual. The hands themselves are kind of pilot style hands, which are filled with Loom as well. If you can see there, I'll get you a Loom shot. So we have Loom on these four circles over here, which are meant to be like headlights of a Jeep. Then we have Loom on the 12, 6, 9, the hands, and all these little dots going around the dial, which is pretty good. The watch has 50 meters of water resistance, so it's definitely not something to, submerge in the water. But if you happen to be caught in a rainstorm, I wouldn't fret too much. Yeah, flipping to the case back, as you can see here, we do get a custom case back with a OLTO-8 iron, 5 ATM, 21 joules, held down by screws, brushed with a nice little car there, going through like a brick wall. It's supposed to be really tough. Quick release on this genuine leather 22 millimeter band as well. Anyway, the movement inside of the actual watch is the Miyota 82S7. It features hacking, hand winding. It beats at 3 Hz. That's 21,600 beats per hour. It also is relatively accurate, plus or minus 10 seconds per day, I'd say, on this exact model. Now the case thickness, we're looking at 12.5 millimeters. It's not all that thick. 12.5, I would consider that pretty standard. Nothing really extraordinary thick. But anyway, I think it's just an interesting design. There's a few other designs as well. Just has a lot going on, but it's still very legible. It's very easy to read the time. Obviously, it would have been nice to put a 3 here instead of the OLTO-8. That's probably my only negative on the watch, but they did put their logo OLTO-8 there. The crown itself is actually a pleasure to grip and use. Very good grip on this crown here. We get self-winding, which is actually really smooth for a Miyota caliber of this stature. You see, we get one position. That will come to a halt. That's the running seconds. So it does have hacking. Push it back down, and it'll start running again. Changing the time is easy, very good resistance. You can precisely set your time there, no issues whatsoever. Now the actual loom on the watch is pretty cool. They're using BGW9 blue loom, Swiss loom, so it's going to glow blue on all these four corners and on the dial. I really want to show you that right now. And as you can see, everything lights up pretty nicely. The 12, 6, and 9 are very evenly applied, no issues there. The hands are very bright, and those little circles on the four corners of the watch are very nice. It's pretty cool. I think that looks pretty interesting. I've never seen anyone put actually loom on the actual case. I think that's a first. That might be a first for the micro brand world. But yeah, it looks pretty interesting. The loom is pretty good as well. Now the band itself is a genuine leather with a custom OLTO-8 signed buckle, kind of in a pilot style. It kind of has to be. It's thinner, then it comes up thicker over here with triple stitching, which is really cool. As you can see, there is anti-reflective coating on the sapphire crystal as well. But the band isn't bad, as you can see with the logo. It does state, it does not state, but you do get quick release. You can change out straps within in an instant on this one. But yeah, it's pretty flexible straight out of the box there. Should be no issue to wear right out of the box. I have a 6.5, 6.75 inch wrist, so let's see how this watch is actually going to fit on my wrist. On my wrist, obviously, it has a very, a larger presence than a standard circular watch, but it's not overly, exaggerated big. It definitely can work. As you can see, lug to lug, it fits my wrist just fine. The strap conforms very nicely, straight out of the box. So here's the watch on my wrist, and as you can see, the watch conforms very nicely to the wrist with that genuine leather band, which doesn't require break-in, in my honest opinion there. Lug to lug, across my wrist, it fits very nicely. It doesn't fit that bad. I was just thinking it was going to fit a lot bigger. Obviously, it's very legible as well. Side profile appears very thin as well. Not that bad for a 46mm square watch. Furthermore, guys, this watch will be available on Kickstarter coming up soon. I will drop all the info in the description below. OLTO-8 is definitely a very reputable brand that produces a lot of high quality kind of different watches. Not watches you're going to see, not standard dive watches, kind of Submariner homage watches and stuff like that. They kind of go their own way and produce their own designs, which is something really to be proud of in my opinion. And it really shows. And also their quality and cases are really, really good. I don't know where they're making their cases, but it's really good. The finishing, the designs, everything is perfect. I've never seen a quality control issue. I've reviewed 3 OLTO-8s by now. I've never seen any issues, With a lot of other brands, sometimes I see issues and I send the watch back and I don't even do the review. And that's how bad some are. But they got it right. They know what they're doing. Yeah, let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below as usual. This is Watch Addiction Watch Reviews, and I will see you guys on the next one. Bye.